Hello and happy Monday, my YouTube friends, my beautiful warriors. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I just wanted to do a quick video today to help motivate you for a brand new week. What are the stories you tell yourself and the money blocks that are holding you back? Let's dive into it. All right, I'm gonna get real with you, and it's gonna come off maybe even a little harsh, and it may hurt a little bit, but the truth hurts. The truth, not sometimes, the truth often hurts, but unless we face the truth and face reality, we cannot make changes in our lives, okay? So we either are going to keep telling ourselves the same stories, the same excuses that hold us back, or we are going to start being truthful to ourselves. We are going to stop with the stories, the old stories and the old excuses that we keep telling ourselves, because until we can do that, change is not going to happen. Okay, so what are some stories that you tell yourself that have been holding you back? You got to get honest and you got to get real. Write it down, okay? Because these are the things that are holding us back from our highest purpose, for God's purpose for our lives. These are the things that are holding us back in our relationships, in our health, in our finances. So what are the stories that we tell ourselves, that you tell yourself, that is holding you back? Okay, so I'm going to cover two things today, because usually those are the top of the list, other than relationships, is health and money, health and finances. Okay, so for my moms out there, we need to stop making excuses. Okay, I get it. Trust me, I get it. I'm a mom to four. I get the feeling tired. I get that we feel like we're too busy. We have too much on our plate. But look, we decide what is a priority, what is important, and we have to make health number one. Because if we make that a priority, we will make time for it. If that means that you have to get up at 5 a.m., I know it sounds horrendous. If you have a job, like before when I had a corporate job, I would be at the gym at 5 a.m. and get it, because I knew if I got it done first thing in the morning, it was done and out of the way. Okay? Because moms, if we don't make time for our health, we are going to pay for it later. That's number one. Number two, how are we going to model healthy living to our children? Because what we do, our actions, matters more than what we say. So if we want our children to also live and have a healthy lifestyle that incorporates exercise, we must model that. Okay, so no excuses. And just to make it simple, because I was a personal trainer before, I worked as a personal trainer, also certified as a wellness coach, and studied holistic nutrition. So I do kind of know what I'm talking about, but keep it simple. Things don't have to be complicated, okay? When it comes to nutrition, stick with whole foods. If you know, just whole foods is things that comes directly from nature, okay? That's a good start, good place to start. Get rid of all the sugary drinks. And I feel like a lot of times people fail at their fitness plan because they want to just go all out. And then all of a sudden they burn out and then they don't stick with the plan. So start with baby steps. So if you have been inactive for a long time, just don't be like, I'm going to start going to the gym 5 times a week. And then, and then you mess up and then you just quit the plan entirely. Put a plan down with something that's going to be stickable, right? That you can stick with and that is doable. So look at your schedule, look at your kids' schedule if they have extracurriculars, and put it in your calendar. Because if you don't make it a priority, you don't stick it in your calendar, you're not going to make it happen, okay? And I would just suggest with starting out with 2 to 3 times a week strength training, okay? Especially if you're like myself, you're 40 plus, I'm going to recommend strength training over cardio. Yes, you can get in that cardio, but get in that strength training, because the more muscle that we can keep, that is our longevity. That is our fountain of youth. Okay. And it's so important for ladies over 40, because we're losing that muscle mass. So if we're not, strength training, we're losing our muscle, which, later we can have bone breakage. It's not good. Okay. So start with baby steps, stick to the plan, give yourself mini rewards that doesn't have to do with food. Okay. So that's for your health. For money, come on. I know the reason that I wanted to throw in finances, talk about money, because it's Monday. I don't know. I just made that up. Anyways, finances, money blocks. We don't even realize that the reason that we are being held back financially in our life is the money blocks, which is things that we may have heard of while we're growing up in regards to money. So until we realize the money stories that we are telling ourselves, we cannot change our financial situation. And the reason I talk about these money blocks is because I too myself realized that there were certain money blocks that was also holding me back financially as well. So I knew that there was, like, even with my income making ability, I knew that there was a financial ceiling that kind of happened for myself, which I know for some people it is a lot of money. I'm not saying it isn't a lot of money, but I feel like there are certain blocks that had, created that ceiling. Because, for example, I'm pretty sure all of us have heard of a couple of these that I'm going to say. Money doesn't grow on trees. Money is really, really hard to make. Money is evil, right? I know even with and that's actually a few that I've been trying to work on and also remove those blocks, because money isn't evil. First of all, let's get that clear. And it's unfortunate because my mom, understandably, I understand why she had those thoughts and feelings in regards to money, but that's a whole nother story. Even though she achieved financial freedom and independence, she still had that feeling, unfortunately, that money was evil. But yet she did so much good with her money, like so much charity work, etc. So anyways, my point is, money is not evil. Money is just a medium of exchange. It's a tool, okay? And we can do a lot of good with it. And yes, people can do evil with money, but it does not make money evil. Money is evil when, yes, we put it above everything, which, it goes above our integrity and how we choose to acquire the money and finances, then yes, it can be for the bad. But if you think about it, right? Imagine how much more good you can do in the world if you had the financial ability to do so. How much more can you help people in need, or donate to your church, donate to your favorite charities, if you had the financial ability to do so. So you have to work on removing those financial blocks and stories that you may have grown up hearing, that has been ingrained in you, before you can jump to the next level of financial level. And I say that because, and another one that is been told and we believe, and not to say that there isn't a requirement for putting in the work, but if you think about it, some of the hardest working people we know are not the ones that are financially well off. So that tells us that hard work does not always equal financial freedom, right? So what I'm going to tell you, what is going to lead you to financial freedom, and I'm trying to teach my kids this, it's knowledge. It's knowledge. We need to increase our personal knowledge. So how do we empower ourselves? By breaking the financial level that we are at. We need to educate ourselves. Take the time to educate ourselves about money. How do we take the money that we make and grow it? How do we take the money we make and invest it so that it's compounding and it's growing? And when it's growing, it's going to give us financial freedom. Okay? So we need to educate and change our mindset about finances. We have to take personal responsibility for our financial knowledge, because otherwise we will forever work hard for money and never have freedom, because we never educated ourselves on money. Because even people that make way less money have been able to create financial freedom, and then there's people literally making six figures and are still, living paycheck to paycheck. And again, here I'm going to give you some hard truths, some tough love, because in this day and age, there's actually no excuses, because there's so much information out there. I mean, books, obviously, but I mean, YouTube. Yes, it can be, a lot of the social media and stuff on YouTube can be really stupid, but it is up to you to seek the knowledge, the good knowledge that is going to increase the good stuff, right? So there's so much information out there, and you have access to free information, and it really is all out there if you're willing to take the time to research. So it is your responsibility. Everything, until we take full responsibility for our lives, changes for the better can never be made. Because if we're waiting for someone to come save us, well, most likely we're going to be disappointed, because no one is going to come save us. Only Jesus, but we don't know when Jesus is going to show up. And plus, Jesus is not going to want you to sit around and wait for him to come save you. He wants you to step into your purpose. And that means you have to do the work, okay? So knowledge is freedom, and you must work on acquiring that knowledge, okay? So I know I rambled on a lot. I hope that gave you a little bit of motivation to take your health and your money, your finances, into your own power and your own responsibility to create the life that you want and you deserve. But you must be willing to take full responsibility and take action. No excuses. Let go of the old stories and create the vision of the life that you want. Because without vision is without direction. So have a vision, have a purpose for your life, and life is so short. Tomorrow is not promised. So don't waste your life, okay? God bless, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you got some value from this, please do like and please do subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.